Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pal Ben. ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.
Good evening and welcome to Leicester Fan TV for tonight's Friday Night Fan Zone show. As always, I will be joined by Josh, aka Sports. So we'll be discussing a little bit about the game against, who did we play? Fulham, and also looking forward to the Wolves game, which is this Sunday, of course, and we'll have the watch along for that as always. Josh has just dropped out, so no, I'm not going to be joined by Josh just yet. Must be having internet problems or something. But yeah, this is the Friday Night Fan Zone show. Thanks to everyone who's watching so far, and yeah, stay tuned.
Hey everyone, it's Christian Fuchs here. I would like to say a big thank you to our fans and keep having our back for the upcoming Premier League season as well as the Europa League. Keep watching Leicester Fan TV. They have the latest news and they keep you up to date on leicesterfantv.com. So stay tuned and thanks for your support.
So, as I said a moment ago, thanks all for watching. Thanks to all the people who are clicking the link already. Let's have a look at some of the comments and yeah, we'll go from there. So Foxton is here. Foxton says he is Ndidi here as well. Well, we'll have to see. I think he might miss out personally, but we'll see. Jamie Vardy, good evening. Good evening, Gray. Thanks for watching. Mark, hiya, Phil. Sorry, Locks. Cheers, Mark. No worries, mate. Fee is here. Thanks, Fee, for watching. Hello. Thanks for watching. Graham is here. Hi, Graham. Matthew says, evening, COVID kid. Yes, I do have COVID. We'll have to get the guests, other people joining me to wear a mask because a bit close to me on screen here. No, I'm doing all right. I was fine on Sunday, to be fair, but I'm even better now. Just a bit of a cough every now and then, not a problem. Ben says, think it'll be a tough against Wolves, but I'm going for a 3-1 win. Well, hold your horses. We'll get to the score predictions in a bit, right? Don't be flooding them in just yet. Hi Locks, hi Alan, mate, thanks for watching. Hi Karen as well. Load of you watching, thanks everyone. Luke says, be in the squad. Might not be fit enough to start, but we'll be at least okay with him on the bench. And Lee says, would risk Wilf at all, but if Vardy's okay, starts on the bench. Wouldn't, maybe Lee means there. But yeah, and finally, Daz, good evening. Daz, thanks for watching. Yes, I'm feeling much better. Still a few more days of isolation to go, though. I think it's Sunday or Monday, something like that. Anyway, let's move on. So Josh is here now. He did run away when I mentioned his name a minute ago, but he is back now, so we will get him added straight into the show. Evening, mate.
All right, Lux. Yeah, I'm
good.
How
you doing, pal?
Internet issues again, but yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Again, yeah. If Josh drops out at all, it's because of his internet. It's normally me, but
should be right
I've been all right the past few weeks, so awesome. Right, let's start, Josh. Let's start with the title. The name of the show today is, thanks to Phil for putting it there. It's very blunt. It's very to the point, Phil. Vardy is back. Well, we've been told that Vardy is recovered from his operation, and that he will be back for the Wolves game. What do you make of it, Josh? Do you think, what should we do? Should we rush him? Should we start him? Should we keep him on the bench for that option? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a difficult one. For me, I'd say Ian Atcher as a start and put him on the bench. I don't really see the point of rushing him back. Obviously, Ian Atcher scored against Fulham as well, so he's going to be quite confident going into this one. So I think we should start Ian Atcher, and if it doesn't work out, we can always just bring him off the bench towards the end. So yeah, I'd say bench him, but I think it should definitely start against next Premier League game or maybe the FA Cup game as well.
Yeah, I mean, Tom says Nacho made you guys eat your words. Hold on, Tom. King Kelechi. I've always said King Kelechi, right? Don't put me into that bracket, all right? Yes, I said that maybe start Perez, see how he does up front. But no, I've always backed King Kelechi. The thing with Kelechi is, fair enough, if we can have a go at him when he's rubbish, at least praise him when he does well. Fee doesn't think Vardy should start. Grace says start him on the bench. Foxton agrees versus Wolves on the bench the game after, then start. Daz says I'd leave Vardy for another week or so, rather miss a game and rush him and have him out for a few weeks. Now, I think the only thing with Vards is that it's not a muscle injury, is it? It was I don't know. Am I being stupid? Is it
I don't know,
hernia
to
a
be
muscle?
honest.
No. Jack, do you know what a hernia is, mate? In the background, do you know what a hernia is? All right, Jack's nodding, so we'll get Jack in, the scientist. He can tell us. How you doing, pal?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Good.
Just
good.
recovering.
What is a
still.
hernia? Oh yes, Jack is also recovering from COVID. It's not just me. Oh, sorry.
I'm next.
It's not just me. Yeah, it's you next, Josh. What's a hernia, mate? What is it? It's not muscle, is it?
No, I don't think it's your muscle. No,
Oh, you said you knew.
It's nothing to do with your muscles. It's just something you get.
That's what I
You
mean.
got-
I think with the muscle injuries are the ones where you can't rush players back. I think he might be okay. Joanna says, I'm not sure Dave Rennie would be letting Vardy play this soon. Yeah, of course, Dave Rennie is no longer at the club, which was a very strange decision. Since then, it's all gone tits up in the injury department, unfortunately. So I don't know if that's linked or what, but yeah, not great. Sean says it's when your intestines pop through your ab muscles. Ooh. I think it's on the hip as well, though. It is on his is on the hip, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hernia is a rupture of tissue, mate. So yeah, I mean, people aren't really answering my question, right? I didn't do sports science at school. Is it muscle? Like, I don't know. I don't think it's muscle. Am I being stupid? I'm probably being stupid. But that's what I'm saying anyway. I think we could rush him back. I'm not saying rush him back, bench him, and then we've always got that option, right, Jack? Sorry, we've always got that. It's always a positive when we know we've got him to look to.
Yeah, you don't really have to look over your shoulder. Obviously, we knew we had him at the Arsenal game to come on and score the goals when we needed him, and against Arsenal, he did it. He came on and did that. So against Wolves, maybe King Kelechi will start, as you'd like to call him. But yeah, I think Kelechi can score against Wolves. He'll give, like I said to Phil at the Fulham game, he needs a goal to boost his confidence, and now he's got that goal. Hopefully, he can get a few more and become the player we signed for £25 million rather than the waste that people think that he is.
Spot on, mate. Spot on. Luke just clearing it up. It's not muscle, it's intestine and tissue issue. Thanks for that. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think obviously we're not going to start him. That would be silly. I would agree with that. But yeah, I think we could have him on the bench. You look at games like Arsenal earlier on in the season, lads, where we were 0-0 and we had him on the bench still, and we thought, well, if it's 0-0 without him, imagine what it's going to be with him. And we brought him on and we won the game. So yeah. Cason's here. Hi Josh. Hi Jamie. Hi Lot. Well, Josh, that literally confused me so much, that comment.
Who's Jamie?
It is Josh, it is Locks, but it's not Jamie, it's Jack. So yeah, that confused. I was like, hold on, am I with Jamie? What's going on?
Jamie.
Yeah. Vardy back? Not yet. No. Fair enough, Andy. Fair enough.
As a compliment.
Yeah. But yeah, Gray says keep Nacho up top. I can see him scoring on Sunday. And let's get on to this one, because there's a comment here from Daz. Daz, getting the comments in today. Daz, mate, don't normally see many comments from you. You're getting them fired in today. Under. I mean, Josh, what do you think, mate? Look, for me, I think he's shown promising signs in games. Was his goal against Athens? No, what was his? Was it Athens?
I think it was. Yeah.
He scored a goal in the Europa League. He did that assist, which I was just talking about for Vardy's goal against Arsenal. He's very direct. He's a tricky winger. He's the closest thing to Mahrez since Mahrez. What do you think is going on, mate? What do you think it is? Why isn't he playing? And do you think we'll sign him at the end of the season?
Things I've heard, I think it's apparently it's due to his fitness, but I can't really see why it's taken him like 6 months now for him to get to full fitness. So it's a weird one. Obviously, like all Brighton and Barnes have done well, but to not calling it in that Fulham game was really surprising for me. So yeah, it's a weird one. I think if this carries on, I don't think we'll sign him. I think he does want to sign for us, but obviously he's not getting the game time, so it's a weird one.
What about you, Jack, mate? What do you think about Under? Sorry, guys. Just to let everyone know as well, because I forgot to do it earlier. I've just remembered. There's the link. If you want to come and have a chat with us, please do. Please click the link, put your name in, and come and have a chat. I know there's some of you that normally do it. Let's see. Jono, mate. I ain't seen you since the quiz on my show. Click the link, mate. Come on, jump on. Why not? Who else is in here who sometimes clicks the link? Joanna has done before. Go on, Joanna. Click the link. Adrian, AD, come on, mate. You told me that you wanted to come on one day. So there you go. There's the link in the chat.
Social distance today. You got Josh between us. So
yeah, and he won the quiz.
Catching COVID.
No, exactly. And AD, you have won the quiz. So come on and I'll throw a quiz question at you. I'll test you. And I think that's pretty much it. But of course, guys, please, if you haven't been on before, click the link because it'd be good to get new people on. I'd like to get this guy on here, Wesley Fofana. You're injured for a month, aren't you, Wes? But so come and fill your time on here, mate. Please do. Jamie, yes. Jamie, oh my God, Jack. Jack, yeah, Under. What are you thinking, mate? What are you thinking?
See, when he first came, we needed a winger. We got one. And, we've only played him in the Europa League, really. He came on against the West Ham game when we was losing 2-0. And the first thing we seen him do was dive. After that, he's assisted 2 goals for Jamie Vardy, the Leeds game and the Arsenal game. So we've seen glimpses of his actual talent. He's very talented Under, and with his injuries at the minute, obviously before Newcastle and that, his fitness... Obviously, Brendan Rodgers knows more than us as fans, but, we all love him to start, but it don't seem to be happening, only in the Europa League games, which, in his mind, he's going to be thinking, why are we starting in the Europa League, but I'm not starting in the Premier League? What do I have to do to get into the squad? But obviously, all Brighton seems to be chosen more on performances because he's performing, and it's going to be hard for Under to get in if all Brighton's performing. So, he's got a lot of games to do.
Yeah, I'm here. I've heard this as well. About games and loan clause and all this, but I don't think there is a clause. I think it was an option to buy, and that's it. I don't think. I'm sure there's no clause. I've heard it though, Graham. I've seen comments go around about it. But yeah, I don't think it's true. I don't think it's true at all. I think it's an option to buy. That's it.
It is.
Ryan Bennett had a clause, right? There was a clause of Bennett where if he played, was it 5 games or six games?
6. He never played 6. I think he played 5.
He played 5, yeah. So Ryan Bennett's was 6, and we have to sign him. And obviously, thank God, his one game, his last game was that crap. That we didn't play him the 6th time, and I think we'd be worse off with the extra squad depth. Yeah. Gray, thanks for the $1.99, mate. Brilliant. Thank you for that. Let's get what's this here? Yeah. Oh yeah, guys. If you haven't spotted, I'm sure you have.
Jack. It was Lox's challenge to shave his head, not you. Well, I guess it got too long in the end.
He shaved his head.
It needed
right.
cutting.
He shaved his head. He's got COVID. He's also got the Europa League range like me. He's trying to be me. Bloody hell. I'm only joking, mate.
I like to show my bald head off, unlike Lox. He just likes to hide it away until it grows back.
This hat cost me 25. This cost me £25. I'm not buying it and not using it. I've got to use it. Right.
Excuses.
Gray, Mr. Clinton, there you go. Hey, it's the COVID boys. How are you all feeling? Yeah, I'm feeling good, Gray. Thank you, mate. Right, let's get Jono in. I called him out to come on, and I haven't even added him in. So let's get Jono in.
Let's get Mr. Towers in.
Here we go.
Oh, is he there?
What time do you call this, Locks?
Sorry, mate. Absolutely.
How are you
you
feeling?
doing, pal? Oh, I'm
How are you
feeling all right,
feeling?
mate. I'm not bad.
How's the COVID?
It's not too bad, mate. It's COVID, isn't it? But like, I'm coping all right with it. I'm young, aren't I? So it's not as bad for me, luckily.
I'm glad you're surviving. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, just a bit of the worst part was the lack of appetite, I think. Although it's quite good because you lose weight, so it's always a positive. I've literally not eaten anything apart from
Lack of appetite for gin as well. You've been keeping off the gin as well, have you?
I was, and then obviously on Sunday on the watch along, not Sunday. Why did I keep saying Sunday? It wasn't Sunday. It was Wednesday, wasn't it? On Wednesday on the watch along, I had one gin, and since then I've got the taste back. So yeah, I haven't stopped since then. But yeah, Johnny, mate, just going back to what we were discussing a moment ago. Let's go back to the start. Vardy, mate, what are your thoughts on this one? Do you think we should, rush him back into the starting 11, maybe on the bench?
No, I mean, I said, I think it was on Wednesday night when I came on. I think if Vardy is back, I think what I would probably do is put him on the bench, give him, give Nacho another go, because I think he deserves it after the performance he put in, and then have Vardy on the bench. If Ndidi's back as well, put him on the bench as well, and if we need Vardy to come on, get him to come on as and when. But as he did against Arsenal, you remember he just sat on the sidelines, crushed a Red Bull, downed it in one, and then came on and scored a goal. So if we did, absolute legend, right? Yeah. But so if we do need him against Wolves, then I think he should be on the bench waiting to go. But after he's been out for a couple of weeks, I just think it's probably right to not rush him back. That would be my thinking on it.
Yeah, absolutely. And just as well, we were talking about Under, mate. Thoughts on that one? I mean, what do you think to what we've seen of him so far? And do you think I mean, I don't think we'll sign him, but would you like to see us sign him?
I think it's a bit early for me to make that call. I think come the end of the season, let's see how many games and minutes he gets, and then see how he performs in those. I think at the moment, if you asked me to say right this moment, if it was the end of the season now, based on what we've seen, I'd probably say no. But there's clearly a great player in there, I think, and I'm really disappointed he hasn't had more time. I'm hoping that we see a little bit more of him in the next half of the season, because I do think that there is, potential in there to be a really good player. So I'm sort of on the fence at the moment. I have to say it's a very difficult one to call because of the fact that we haven't seen him that often. But when he has come on, and when he has played, I think he's done really well. What was the FA Cup game that he scored? He probably should have scored 2 or 3 in that game. Was it against Stoke, I think?
Yes.
Brentford. Yeah. Brentford, yeah. So, and he's looked good in the European games as well. So I think, it's hard to say because those teams are probably not at the highest level like the Premier League teams. So I really want him to get some time in the Premier League. I don't know what it is that he needs to do to get a start, but obviously Brendan knows what he's doing. I'm not going to argue with him about team selection, I think. But yeah, it'd be nice to see a bit more of him, and then we can make a judgment from there. But I think, as I see it, we haven't seen enough of him to say, yes, he's definitely should be signed. I mean, I would prefer to throw all the money at a couple of strikers, I'll be quite honest, in the summer. And it looks like money's going to be tight. I really like the guy at PSV, Malin. Yeah, he looks fantastic. He looks like in the mould of Jamie Vardy. So I think that will be definitely one to look at. And then, Tony at Brentford could be another one. I think that in the next summer window, we should be looking at probably signing 2 strikers, and that's dependent on whether Nacho stays. But even if Nacho stays, I think we could get one really good Jamie Vardy-esque kind of player like Marlon, and then another really young guy who's potentially going to play, the FA Cups and the League Cups and that kind of thing, and one for maybe 2 or 3 years' time, future planning. But who knows? I think that we're a good backup striker away from really being up there challenging. Not that we aren't, but I think just to give us that extra depth to challenge the likes of Man City and Liverpool.
Yeah. I agree, mate. I want to bring this question. This is actually quite an interesting question, which we've not discussed yet this season for obvious reasons. There we go. Josh is gone. Here's the question. I'll start with you, Jack, mate, and everyone in the comments. Please get your comments flying in about this. Now, who do you think our player of this season has been so far? There's some names which you can throw in there. We'll get Chris in for this question as well. How are you, Chris? You right, mate?
Yeah, doing good. How are you feeling?
Good. Not too bad, thank you. Player of the season so far. I mean, there's a few names you can throw in there. I'm only looking for one. We'll start with you, Jack. Mate. Go on.
One man for me. The Leicester Cafu, James Justin.
The Leicester Cafu. Jono, you, mate? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if you're asking me for one player, I think I would have to say the same, based on the fact that he's just taken a couple of steps forward from last season in terms of performance levels, and he can play in 3 or 4 different positions. Fantastic addition to the squad. He's been for £7 million. Absolute bargain.
Yeah, Chris, player of the season so far?
My player of the year, I would have to say, I'd probably go again with James Justin. He's been rock solid virtually every game. When he first started, he made the odd mistake or two, but now he's just completely gone where we're coming at. He's been rock solid in the back. He's going forward as well, which we don't expect of him. He's scoring goals for us. So yeah, JJ.
Yeah, I mean, you can't look much past Justin, of course. I mean, I'm going to throw a name in there, and I think some people might call me absolutely stupid for this one, but I disagree. I'm going to throw in Kasper Schmeichel this season, I think.
No, I as well. I think Schmeichel's definitely up there.
I can see Ben Morgan's put it as well. And the reason for that is I think he's just been very consistent this year. I know in the past we've had our moments, Leicester fans are properly moaning at Kasper for, many reasons. I think, dodgy dives or wrong positioning, or one of the worst is the distribution, of course. I mean, the Bournemouth game sums that up last season. That was shocking. But yeah, I think Kasper Schmeichel, he's been really good this year. I think it's been his best season in a Leicester shirt. His best season in football, I would probably say. He seems to have toned up a bit as well, I think, with Kasper. I think he's carried some pudding. I can't talk, but I think in the past he seemed to carry some pudding. What do you think, Jono, on Kasper this year, mate?
Yeah, I think it's a good shout. Definitely a good shout. I think he hasn't really let us down, and he's definitely kept us in games this season as well. You have to remember that. I think he's only really made one really big blunder. I can't remember who it was against.
Everton.
Yeah, was it the Everton game? Yeah. Where he made a bit of a blunder and he let a goal in from his blunder. But
yes, Richarlison, wasn't it?
He could have saved it, but he let it go through his hands, I think. Other than that, he's been really solid, I believe, and you could argue it has been his best season so far for Leicester. He has kept us in games time after time, and often he hasn't had much to do in a lot of the games, and then he like the other night, he just came up with a blinding save from a corner and kept us in the game. If that had gone in, that would have been 1-1, and it could have been a very different outcome the other night. So it's you got to admire that level of concentration, and
Definitely.
yeah, and it's as good. Saves like that are as good as a goal in some cases. So
Definitely.
we can rant and rave about how great Vardy is, or Barnes scoring goals, and Maddison, or whoever, but Schmeichel's is as important. When he comes out with blinding saves and keeps us in the game, then that's as important as any goal being scored, in my view. So,
absolutely.
Locks.
Go on.
I've got another name for player of the season.
Go on.
Harvey Barnes for me
this
season.
Again.
I think he's really improved in his scoring goals, and because Harvey Barnes last season didn't really score as many. He won't really he'd have the confidence to score many goals last season. He'll more for the assists. Obviously, this season he's improved in his game drastically with his goal scoring and that, and it just shows the confidence he's got this season.
He's learning
under Brendan Rodgers. Yeah, he's learned quite a lot, and he's took his game stride by stride this season, and game by game his confidence is flowing. And when his confidence is flowing, he can take on anybody and score goals, and he's proved that quite a lot.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I mean, I think if there was an award for most improved, obviously him and James Justin are up there. I think, Yuri Tillemans didn't have a great season last year after his first one with us on loan. Last season wasn't great, but I think this season, I mean, it's just watching him spray those passes across the park, and I love it, mate.
Tillemans looks fitter as well, doesn't he? He's,
exactly. You see him running so much.
His engine seems to be a lot more improved than last year. Last year, you'd only be able to do 70 minutes and be coming off blowing. Where now he can do full 90 and
also on that front as well, in terms of like players who didn't have the best season last season but have seriously up their game this season. Mark Albrighton.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's last season he was really poor.
He wears his heart on his sleeve.
But this season he's been unstoppable.
Can we just mention a player that's probably gone backwards since last season?
Who's that?
That might be Ben Chilwell.
Yes, then.
or Harry Maguire.
That's surprise, is it?
Yeah. Ben Chillwater, as I've seen him called, taken after his old Leicester teammate.
I'm not surprised by the Chelsea managers moving, putting him on the bench.
No, we knew it. We knew it. We could see it.
I think it's really interesting because when last season when Chilwell was all touted to go to Chelsea and whatnot, I was listening to the guys on Talk Sport and listening to the guys on 5 Live, etc. And they were all, Chilwell's brilliant. He's amazing, isn't he? And we were like,
is he?
He's okay. He's fast to see coming forward. His his crossing is not great, and his defending is average at best, I would say.
I think he's good when he's bombing up the pitch. When he's on a sprint, when he's on a sprint up the pitch.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it because I wish him well, but I think that we've done well to bring Justin through. He's definitely a better player in my view than Chilwell. But he's more versatile as well. And the next England squad is going to be very interesting to watch what happens.
But we said this basically when Leicester played Chelsea, because I think you were asking will we give Chilwell stick? And if you recall, I actually said in that clip, I was like, no, I'll praise him because we got him better since we got rid of him.
Well, it was the same with Maguire. It was the same with who else was it? No, just well, to be fair, we did improve when we got rid of Drinkwater, yes, because that season was obviously, the season after we won the league, the Champions League season. Look, the Champions League campaign was brilliant, but the Premier League campaign, I mean, who knows? If there was no change in manager, who knows where we'd be right now, eh?
We improved on and off the pitch when we sold Maguire and sold Chilwell, in my view. We ploughed the money into the training ground, so we've improved off the pitch and we've improved on the pitch. remarkably. So I mean, it's a testament to the recruitment at Leicester. And there's an awful lot of fans that were moaning during the summer, where are the signings? And look at what we've got. Fofana, Castagna coming in. This time around, a bit disappointing, but you've got to have faith in the club. Know what they're doing. They've no doubt got a striker in mind in the summer, and it's going to be very interesting to see who we go for. Depends how much money we got, isn't it? But I'd love to see Marlon. I think that will be that would be fantastic to see.
We've spent money well, haven't we? Over the last January windows and that, we spent the money quite wisely for Fofana and Castagna. We've improved the areas we needed to. Fofana, for me, could be player of the season. He's just been phenomenal this season. I know, but when he dyed his hair, a bit of a dip for him, but in form. But since he dyed his hair back, he's been phenomenal. And Castagna, he's just Mr. Consistent every game he plays, and I've had an enjoyment of watching him. I don't know if you have, Jono and Chris and Locks.
I don't think he's been quite at the level he was in the first few games when he first started.
He's not been 100%.
Since his injury and coming back, he's not been quite at the same level. But there's no doubt there's a quality player there and a quality addition to the squad. So, I've got no worries. I think he's probably still just working his way back at the moment.
Yep. Just quickly moving on now to end the show, guys. I'll start with you, Jono, mate. I want to know your score predictions, guys. In the comments as well, get your score predictions in. Wolves versus Leicester this Sunday at what time is it, Jack?
1:30 on Sunday, I think.
1:30.
The show starts, and then 2:00. It's 2:00 kickoff on Sunday. Yeah.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear. I don't like these 8:00 ones. So Jono, score predictions for Sunday, mate.
I fancy us to get another win. Maybe tight, but Wolves are a decent side, but they've had a few injuries. I reckon 2-1.
Yeah, first goal scorer as well, mate. Sorry.
First goal scorer. I'm going to go with. Why not say? Let's say. I want to say Under, but no, I think it'll be Harvey Barnes.
Harvey Barnes. Yep. Jack, you next, mate.
I'm going to go 3-1 away win to Leicester. I think we can score from a corner. I'm going to go for Cags to score first.
Yeah,
score from a corner. Madison direct from a corner. How about that? That might work.
If only.
Get some money on that.
on the width as well. So.
Cheers, Fee, for the $1.99 super sticker. Appreciate that. And Chris, over to you, mate. Score prediction and first goal scorer, please.
Well, I know the fact that we don't have a great record at this ground, so I'm going to go for the odd goal again. So I'm going to go Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Leicester City 1.
Lovely.
And I'm also going to, and for my goal scorer, let's go for Nacho Man.
Nacho Man, yeah. That was good, that was. Right, yes, I'm going to go for a... I'm going to go for a 4-1. 4-1. Yeah, I know. No, I can't say 4. Yeah, I can. Why not?
Do you remember a few years ago when we were 4-0 up at half-time? What happened then?
When was that? I can't remember that.
That was quite drew 4-4, I think. At Molineux.
We drew 4-4.
Was it last season where Nacho played brilliantly at Molineux? Was it the season before? Vardy and Nacho played together.
No, I think we lost, but no, I think we drew the first game against Wolves last season, the first game of the season, and the second one at our place, they beat us 1-0, I think, didn't they? Or am I making it up?
I'm sure it was Molineux where Nacho scored, Vardy scored, and I think Johnny Evans scored from a corner.
Well,
that might have been the season before.
That was Villa. That was Villa away.
Oh, that was Villa. Yeah, you're right.
Villa.
But yeah, that was a good game. Loved that. I was in Poland. I was in Poland watching it actually. But yeah, I mean, there we go. I'm going to go 4-1. I'm going to go 4-1 on Sunday, and I'm going to say the first goal scorer will be. I'm going to go with. Who said Soyuncu? Was it you, Chris? I'm going to go Soyuncu as well.
No,
Jack.
Nacho Man. Nacho Man.
I'm going to score from a corner.
I'm going to go Soyuncu as well. Yeah, I'm going for a 4-1 Soyuncu to score. Right, guys, thank you. Thanks for joining us, Jack. As always, Jack. Me and you. Is it me and you for the watch along Sunday? Or me? I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, Tom's
I
got
think it
baby's
is,
day
isn't it?
out
Yeah.
on Sunday, yeah. So
Yes.
we've got to
Practicing
watch
your
on together.
nacho man.
Nacho man.
Nacho man.
Yeah. And then join us for the watch along from Sunday 1:30. So I'll see you then, mate. Jack, thank you. Chris, thanks to you as well, mate. As always,
Thanks a lot.
I'm sure we'll see you on Sunday at some point, mate. So thank
absolutely.
you for joining. Oh, sorry about that, Chris. And Jono, mate, thanks for joining after I called you out and left you in the background for a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yes, mate. I'm all good when I've got a gin in my hand. So it's always
Absolutely.
helps.
Keep that topped up.
There we go. Cheers, mate. See you soon. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Right, guys, that's it. That's the end of the show. It is 10 to 8. That was a 35-minute show today. If any of you want to listen to a bunch of people who don't really know much talking about football, just like we have been for the past 35 minutes, if you want to see it again for another hour and talk not just about Leicester, but every Premier League team, you can head over to All Leeds TV. That's All Leeds TV in 10 minutes, 8 o'clock, 10 minutes. I'll be over there with the guys at All Leeds TV. We'll be discussing the Premier League games coming up this weekend. A bit of banter as always on there. And yeah, it would be much appreciated if any of you guys who regularly comment on my show, if you can come over and drop some comments on there. Say something like, what should we say? What should we say to them to stitch them up? Say Locks is... What should we say? I'll tell you what, go over to there and say subscribe to Leicester Fan TV. Do that. Head over to All Leeds TV. In 10 minutes, we'll be live, and leave a comment. Subscribe to Leicester Fan TV. But yeah, thanks to everyone for watching. Cheers, everyone who's getting the comments in. You've got people here, Fee, Jay, Christopher, Andrew, Fee again, Graham, everyone else who's been commenting. We really do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you on Sunday for the watch along. Come on, you Foxes.
Everyone, it's Christian Fuchs here. I would like to say a big thank you to our fans and keep having our back for the upcoming Premier League season as well as the Europa League. Keep watching Leicester Fan TV. They have the latest news and they keep you up to date on LeicesterFanTV.com. So stay tuned and thanks for your support.